Alright, so I know this is going to come off as a little cringy, but before I got into the main part of the video, I just wanted to say a quick thank you. I started making videos because I'm like, man, this would be really cool if this actually went somewhere. But being honest, I never actually expected that to be the case. I figured I'd just kind of idly sit around like 10 subs forever. So it really blew my mind when the day finally came that I broke 100 subs. Although, at the time of writing this, it's like I've passed 150, I think, something like that. I blame the fact that I have zero editing skills, so trying to figure out how to do anything in these programs takes forever. But, I mean, if I ever get big and famous, you know, maybe I'll hire someone to do this for me. But overall, seriously, I can't say thank you enough to everyone that's been supporting me with these videos. I'll try and make an effort to upload other challenges and funny videos, you know, that are longer than the usual, like, 20 seconds that I've been doing. I recently played Left 4 Dead 2 for the first time in my life with a friend, and I have some recordings of that. So I'll definitely try and trim those up and upload them and give you all the take of, you know, the point of view of someone who hasn't played them ever, and so this would be the first time. But outside of that, you know, I'm gonna jump straight into the video. These kills on Empress of Light were all done live at my Twitch, which is, you know, twitch.tv/MasterEnvy, or you can find the link to it in the description of this video, and most videos going forward at this point. Once this video's gone up, I'm going to start working on Calamity stuff. I've already done a full playthrough of that, so I'll edit the highlights for y'all, but I also plan on doing the Boss Rush Challenge, which is going to be streamed live at my Twitch. But that covers it all, and so I hope you all enjoy the video. Thanks for listening. Alrighty, before we jump into just absolutely destroying the Empress, I wanted to take a quick moment to go over specifically what I was trying to accomplish here with this video before any of y'all took to the comments trying to tell me how I should have been doing it instead. The point of this was to challenge myself with how I was killing her, in addition to killing her with every class setup in the game. Specifically, what I mean by that is I wasn't going to be using Hallowed Armor, Master Ninja Gear, or any platformed arena prep. Pretty much everything outside of that was fair game. The main reason for what I was trying to do here is that everyone tells me that Empress of Light is a really easy fight, and then ends their sentences with, I just use Master Ninja Gear and Hallowed Armor. And that's not necessarily meant as a slight towards anyone using this gear, but as I mentioned, this fight was meant to challenge myself and not meant to be taken as the intended or easiest way to beat this fight. I'm well aware that I'm not the best gamer that's playing Terraria. There are plenty of people out there who have done more challenging things than I have, either by beating Empress of Light with true melee, or by doing a no-hit boss rush in Calamity. But if there was one thing I was confident about, it was my determination that no matter how terrible I am at something, eventually I'll get good enough to do it. At the end, though, this is really, just to reiterate, this is not the recommended way to fight Empress. I would really strongly recommend fighting her at night first, getting some of her drops, especially if you're playing on Expert and Master modes, as you can get the Soaring Insignia to make this fight and all the other fights in the game a lot easier. But I think that about covers the context of what I was trying to do here, so let's get started. So, at this point, I won't lie, I was starting to get a little frustrated. I didn't really expect the fact that not having a real arena outside of just flat ground surface would make this fight so difficult. Maybe the real problem was my choice of weapon or bullets. I used Chlorophyte because I wanted to spend more effort focusing on dodging rather than attacking because I knew I was going to be at a disadvantage without platforms to run away on. But even then, I struggled getting past the initial start of her second phases. The attack pattern sequence changes happen so fast that even when you know it's coming, it's hard to move out of the way fast enough without having the ability to move diagonally like you'd be able to do with platforms. I ended up allowing myself to use the Rod of Discord in my fights going forward. I felt it was fair game since the Rod, you can kill yourself if you're not being careful with it. And with this fight and how fast and far you need to move sometimes, that's something that happened to me several times over the course, just trying to dodge her large area sweeping attacks. Slowly but surely, though, I was starting to nail down a pattern. The thing of no Empress gear as well. Oh my gosh, yes! Oh, yes! And with that, we have the ranged portion of this challenge done. The excitement from having completed a challenge kill like this for me was immeasurable. So from here, the rest of it should be smooth sailing, right? Man, this video was a long time in the making. Way too long, completely honest. I promised this video to be out a long time ago, and then life just sort of happened, which isn't really an excuse, I know, but I just kind of lost motivation halfway through making this and just kind of gave up. I didn't really want to do anything at that point, and it took until quite literally today, as of today, December 1st, for me to just get down and do it. It's a little rushed, but I doubt you can tell comparatively because all of my videos have the same amateurish quality to them. At the time of writing this, though, I have over 200 subs. This video was supposed to be for breaking 100. My bad. So thank you all so much for helping me get to this point. I really appreciate it. I did this challenge before the 1.4.4 update, so I did it with the harder version of Melee in my opinion, but otherwise everything else just kind of stayed the same in terms of capability. Thanks to everyone also that showed up during those streams all those months ago. The support through those 3 harrowing days was very encouraging. All in all, I had a lot of fun and hope to make more stuff like this. Perhaps, maybe in the future, I tackle Master Mode? I might set that as a sub-goal. We'll see what happens, though. Thank you all for coming and watching, and I'll see y'all with the next one. Wow, I just missed every single attack at that moment. That...